National Wrestling Alliance headquarters for a meeting. This is in an effort to clear the air on the controversial charges and claims made by the assassin and his lawyers, in that the assassin should be declared the world champion. The board ruled in favor of the world champion Dusty Rhodes' request for a world title match to settle the situation between the assassin and himself and the world title. And that situation will be settled indeed at the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg on the 29th as ordered by the National Wrestling Alliance. After the meeting, the board appointed Coach John Heath to represent the NWA at the signing of this particular contract. And we're going to go now to the signing of that contract. The assassin, Dusty Rhodes, and Coach John Heath. Let's watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the executive offices of the National Wrestling Alliance today for the signing of a world title match to take place at the St. Petersburg Bayfront Center on August 29th. That's Saturday night, August the 29th. The most controversial issue ever to come up in front of the National Wrestling Alliance board has been between the matches, caused by the matches between the Assassin number 1 and the World Heavyweight Champion, Dusty Rhodes. Assassin number 1 has claimed that he has defeated Dusty Rhodes in the middle of the ring twice and is now claimant for the World Heavyweight title. Dusty Rhodes has finally agreed to meet the assassin after requesting the National Wrestling Alliance for this match. I have the contracts with me, and we will have the signing today. And I will give the contract first to the challenger.
More than happy to sign this, Coach John.
And now, Mr. Rhodes, where it says World Champion.
Wait just a minute, Coach. Let me tell you something, you know. I sit over here and listen to this man, listen to you talk about the National Wrestling Alliance. Assassin number 1 has went around this country, which I am World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion of, and he has said on numerous occasions that he has pinned me for the 7th count. He has pinned me on another count, wearing a belt around, claiming World Heavyweight title. On the 29th in the Bayfront Center, you're going to get your chance to be World Heavyweight Champion. Your last chance, my man. You understand what I'm saying? The only reason that I signed this thing because it is in good faith. You know what I mean? And I got a little something special for you. You don't know what you signed. You did sign a World Heavyweight title match. That's true. But the National Wrestling Alliance, you should always read what you sign, assassin. And this thing is under Texas Deathmatch rules. First time ever in the Bayfront Center World Heavyweight title match, Texas Deathmatch rules, and this time I tricked you, my man. I tricked you. I don't want to hear about it.
Let me see that. Let me see that. Where's stipulated? Let me see the contract. I want to see the contract. Now listen, I came down here and I signed this contract in good faith, Coach John. I signed this contract for a world title match. Said nothing about a Texas Deathmatch, Rhodes.
That's it. This time, the trick's on you, assassin. This time,
well, I might have expected something like this from you.
Give me the
I said, give me the contract. There ain't no contract. Turn that camera off, I said.
Well, the assassin can do or say anything he wants, but that contract was signed. Everybody has witnessed it, and so that match, in fact, will take place. There's no question about that. The assassin, with all of his legal maneuvers, with his attorneys, with everything else, will be to no avail to him whatsoever. A Texas death match will settle the World Heavyweight Championship. And Dusty Rhodes had some further comments as World Heavyweight Champion that I certainly think bear listening to at this time.
You know, I do got myself together just a little bit. Right here in my hands, a piece of paper. Paper has been torn up. But let me tell you something, assassin. In And right now in the files, laying in the files, is the original copy of this. I'm going to take this one myself up. I'm going to bring it with me, just like you brought all them flyers. I'm going to bring it to every arena, every place I have to be, and I'm going to stick it down your throat with Scotch tape on it. That's not what I want to talk about. Since I was World Heavyweight Champion in the last 2 or 3 months, I have been jumped by 2 or 3 people every time I am in a ring. It has not been a solid victory for me since I had that world title. I want one thing, and that's a pin right in the middle. Falls don't count. It could take all night. It could take all morning. It could be 100 falls, or it could be 1 fall, but I want that 1 pin because since I was world champion, there has been men jumping in, trying to damage me. My knee's been injured, my head's been injured, and now my pride's injured. I represent this country as world heavyweight wrestling champion, Daddy. And you're going to have to come for because you can tear up 1,000,000 papers. 1,000,000 papers. But to uncover the fact, it's in the file, the original. Your name is on this one, Texas Death Match. I'm taping it up. And Assassin, if it takes me all night, or 100 falls, your shoulders are going to hit the mat. 1, 2, 3, or I will gladly put the World Heavyweight title around your waist.